Welcome, everyone. Because of the size of the class today, I thought I would start with a meditation and perhaps discuss a little bit about the mindfulness aspect that we were going to open up to the forum today. But let's just start with the meditation and the purpose behind this meditation is it's designed to allow you to feel whatever arises, accept whatever arises, and release it. It's called satipatthana. Sati means mind, and patthana means the way of. So we're looking at the way of the mind. And in mindfulness context, we're looking at what happens within our mind. Why do we keep bringing up thoughts that create emotions, that create physical feelings, that then create actions and therefore create results in our life? Well, we do this because it's the curriculum of life. It's what we do. We think, we feel, we act, and therefore we create a result. One of the more common sufferings, for want of a better word, discomforts, is the habitual behavior of wanting to know the outcome of something. This habitual behavior of a desire to know the outcome, whether it's an outcome of today, the week, the month, the year, even long-term goals in our life. Well, where does this desire of wanting to know outcome come from? And that's part of what we're going to investigate today. The coping mechanisms that we use because we don't know what the answers are can sometimes be truly frustrating to ourselves and become the barrier to what it is that we're trying to achieve. We're trying to achieve an equanimous life, a calm life. Doesn't mean calm being dull, calm being the ability to accept whatever emotions arise and to move forward. You know, we confuse it with this term happiness. I want to be happy. I just want everyone to be happy. Well, that itself is a barrier to happiness because we're not accepting the rise and fall of discomfort. And as we've talked about before, discomfort is here to teach us something. It's beyond the discomfort that the result is found, but not beyond the discomfort that we try and force our way through, that we don't want it. It's the opposite. It's like, okay, I'm uncomfortable. Why am I uncomfortable? And then when we pause and we can sit in a calm state of mind and remain emotionally regulated, the moment passes and we can actually get some wisdom from that experience. The wisdom being, wow, that was fascinating. I was about to react to something or someone in a manner that's unregulated. And yet, if I don't react in a manner that's unregulated, if I pause and feel the feeling, accept the emotion, allow it to process, and then go, wow, what's that here to teach me? Then we develop the skills to get through every discomfort that comes our way because we're not just getting through it, we're approaching it with a completely different mindset. We're open-minded to being uncomfortable because we know we have the tools and the techniques to move through discomfort. Yeah, it can become quite deep. Those of you who've been working with me for some time and those who have been in the group for a number of years now will understand that the fighting of discomfort creates more discomfort. The accepting of discomfort is the first step, but we're not asking everyone to just accept it and lay down. We're inviting everyone to accept it as it is and then process the discomfort by acknowledging this is a coping mechanism. I'm about to engage in a coping mechanism for something that's unpleasant. It's a habitual learned behavior. And the systemic core of this behavior can go right back into your childhood, teenagers, adulthood, even right up to date. Everything that happens throughout the duration of our life creates some level of discomfort and habitual behaviors or coping mechanisms are how we deal with the moment. And if we don't know how to deal with the moment as it is, and I say deal when I really mean acknowledge the moment as it is, and recognize that I am in control of one thing, how I feel. That's all. I'm not in control of what's happening outside of me. I'm not even in control of what's happening physically inside of me, as in aging, old age, sickness, and death. Yeah. I'm not in control of that. How do I want to feel during the process? How do I want to feel during a confrontation with someone else when we have different opinions? Why does my opinion have to be correct? Well, because it's this desire that I want that outcome to be true, because that's what I think it should be. And the discomfort of not knowing that causes some sort of argument between us. Can I just sit back and say, hey, wow, that's interesting. There's a different opinion of mine. They both exist. Everyone's entitled to them. And the a priori predispositions of my experiences in life have created my view on what is true and what is false, as has the opposition, whoever it is, or whatever it is, to what I'm thinking. Okay. That's why we're about to do meditation satipatthana, because it allows us to sit, accept whatever rises, and release it. So get into a comfortable position. I'll set a timer for the duration of the meditation and I'll walk you through it. Ensure that your spine is straight. It's erect like a stack of coins. And that the rest of your body is just hanging off your spine and your ribcage, so it's relaxed. Check in with your breath. If it's short or sharp or shallow, just acknowledge that. And we'll do 3 intentional breaths just to set ourselves up. And by intentional breath, I mean breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth intentionally, or through the nose if you wish. So it's a deep breath in and a deep exhalation. And remember to drop your shoulders when you exhale on those 3 breaths. Assume a position. If you're in an asana position, siddhasana, padasana, that's fine. If you're in a shavasana position where you're laying down on your back, that's fine also for this meditation. In shavasana, have your arms beside you, palms up, and your legs straight out in front of you, and just allow them to sort of splay to a natural feeling. Okay. When you're ready, you can close your eyes. Or for those who prefer to hood them, almost closed. And we begin by recognizing the breath as it is. And we're no longer going to try and control the breath. What we're going to do is eventually be in rhythm with the breath. But to start with, just take a moment to feel the sensations in your body. Feel the weight of your body itself. If you're sitting up, as I am, feel the weight of your body in the cushion. If you're laying down, feel the weight of your body on the floor. And rest in that sensation. If you need to move the physical body during the meditation, do so mindfully. And by that, I mean, as you inhale, slowly adjust your physical position. If it's uncomfortable, slowly adjust it to a comfortable position. And as you exhale, rest in that new position. As you develop your meditation skills, we're going to learn to sit for longer in one position without moving. When discomfort comes up, rather than adjusting the body, we just accept it as it is and allow it to shift by its own accord. It will happen. It takes time and patience. So for right now, satipatthana, we're going to begin by recognizing the breath, anapanasati, inhalation and exhalation of the breath. As you breathe in, recognize the sensation on the surface of the skin, just inside your nostrils, just outside your nostrils, or above the upper lip. There's a triangle space. There's a triangle space. Just take a moment. As you breathe in, feel the sensation on the surface of the skin in that triangle space. Is it a cool sensation? A warm sensation? Perhaps a moist sensation or a dry sensation? Perhaps it's tingly on the surface of the skin, or perhaps there's no sensation. Whatever it is, just accept what it is. It doesn't have to be anything. We're just bringing our focus or our attention to the sensation on the surface of the skin as we inhale, and then again as we exhale through the nostrils. We're not forcing the breath. We're allowing the breath to find its own natural rhythm. And each time we inhale, come back to your breath and recognize the sensation in that triangle space. Then let go. And as you exhale, bring your focus back to that triangle space and recognize the sensation, just as it is, not as you think it should be, just as it is. And relax into this inhalation, recognition of the sensation, exhalation, recognition of the sensation on the surface of the skin in that triangle space. For those of you who are new to this, you'll notice that your mind is already wandering. It's okay. Whatever you think, just acknowledge whatever thought comes up and then gently let it go and come back to your breath. Whatever you feel, again, just acknowledge whatever I'm feeling in my body, then let it go and come back to the breath. You'll begin to notice that everything rises and everything falls. You can be the observer of everything that's rising and falling. What you're doing is learning not to attach to it. Let it go and develop samadhi, meditative concentration, samadhi, by focusing the mind back on the breath as you inhale and exhale through the nostrils, keeping that mind focused on the sensation you feel in that triangle space, nowhere else. Be patient and be kind to yourself. And just relax into it. Breathing in, whatever the sensation is you feel, you can even label it to yourself. Moist, dry, cool, warm, tingly, inert, whatever it is. And again, breathing out, same thing. I'm going to sit with this in silence for a period of time. I'll remind you every now and again to come back to your breath. Notice if your mind has wandered, and if so, gently bring it back to your breath. Focus on the inhalation and the sensation on the surface of the skin, just in that triangle space. Recognize that there'll be a gap before the exhalation, and the mind will want to wander. Try and keep it focused on the gap, the space, without wandering. And then focus on the exhalation and the sensation of the breath on the surface of the skin in that triangle space. The inhalation and exhalation are here to use as anchor points. They're here to bring your attention and awareness to whether or not your mind has wandered. And if it has, bring it back. Keep it focused on the sensation on the surface of the skin, just inside the triangle space. And those empty spaces in between inhalations and exhalations, they're designed for you to just rest in them. Don't search for anything, just rest in it. Notice where the mind goes, what it does, but don't follow it. Don't try and get an empty mind. That's not the whole point, is not empty. It's clarity. We're witnessing the way of the mind, what it does. We're practicing to become the observer of it, not the participant that runs off on these storylines that the mind takes us on. We're just observing that this is what the mind does. And then let it go and come back to your breath. Be patient with yourself. The mind wanders. Bring it back to the breath. Practice to sit in the discomfort or comfort of the emptiness in between each breath as it is. Whatever rises, allow it to rise, and then simply don't attach. Just let it go. Something else drops in, allow it to rise, then let it go. Something else drops in, allow it to rise, then let it go. Whilst you're doing this, witnessing of what's rising and falling, you're also building up samadhi, meditative concentration, by placing the mind on the breath as you inhale and exhale, then giving it a little bit of rope to do what it wants, then bringing it back into the breath, then giving it some more rope or space to do what it wants. Each time we do this, we strengthen the mental muscle. We strengthen our capacity to place the mind where we want it. And we also develop the ability to allow the mind to do what it thinks it's doing, but we're not following it. We're just sitting in this calm space between breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Allowing the breath to form its own natural rhythm. It will slow down. It will become calmer. It will decide whether you need a short breath or a long breath, deep breath or a shallow breath. And it may even get to the point where it feels like there's no breathing, and that's fine. We still focus our mind there. We acknowledge the space between each inhalation and exhalation cycle. And we learn to rest in that space and not follow our mind off to wherever it wants to go. Just let it go by itself. Just let it go. Don't follow it. It'll come back and annoy you. Let it go again. And it will start vying for your attention. It'll say, oh, my body feels uncomfortable. Okay, just sit there. Don't react. It might say, oh, this is taking a long time. Okay, just sit there. Don't react. It's like a petulant child. Just let it be. And you let it be by refocusing your attention on the breath. The inhalation feels wonderful. The exhalation feels wonderful. And the space in between becomes wonderful. Calm, abiding. Come back to the breath. We begin to witness what the mind does in our day-to-day life, full of activity, searching and seeking, and it's unable to just remain calm and centered. And yet, with practice, we can see what the mind does. We see it clearly, and we become aware that I am not my mind. I am not my thoughts. I am the awareness of these things. And because I am the awareness of them, I have the capacity to not attach to it. It becomes like background white noise. Don't attach to it. Just watch it. See it for what it is. Meditation will teach us. The mind can continually do what it does, but it's as if it is somewhere else. I'm not it. I can gently move back, move back, move back away from it. I can see what it's doing, detach, and I can use my breath to remain calm and centered in each moment. Just enjoy the next few minutes relaxing into the meditation in a quiet space. If you're trying, I'm going to invite you just to stop trying for a few moments. Just stop trying and sit and relax into it as if you've just immersed yourself into a warm bath. Just relax into it. Begin to notice again that the mind will wander. It's okay. Let it wander. We're learning to acknowledge that it wanders and not attach to it. Don't follow the thread that it's taking you on. Just come back to the breath as an anchor point. It'll take you to the calm space between breath. Sit within that space. Slowly but surely, you'll develop the ability to not follow the wandering mind. It'll happen. And when you're ready, you can just gently begin to bring yourself back into the space that you occupy and open up your eyes. And just take a moment. Check in with yourself. How do you feel? If you replay this meditation session, this mindfulness session, if you replay it 10 times, 20 times, even 120 times, each time I invite you just then, as I did, to check in with yourself, you will come to the awareness that you'll always feel different. Each meditation will reveal something. And the one thing that's important in meditation is to acknowledge that you're not the same person getting off the mat as the person who sat on the mat. Because if you take the time to acknowledge your feeling state, you will see that it is different each and every time. Who sat down is not the person who gets up, okay? From a mindfulness perspective, we do this sitting meditation in order to recognize the habitual behaviors of the mind and develop the ability to pause when we're in our day-to-day life and we're triggered by something. Just pause and remind yourself, hang on, I'm not my thought. Whatever you're thinking, I'm not my thought. I'm the awareness of it. I don't have to act upon every thought I think. I don't. I don't have to act upon any thought I think. Ultimately, I can choose the thoughts that I take action on, and I can choose the thoughts that I choose not to take action on. Either way, the moment passes. And this is developing the ability to act or not in each and every moment. And each time we do that, the result is dictated by our action or our inaction. We create the result. We do. Now, that's not controlling outside of us, but it is creating a result. It's quite powerful. I create the result, my emotional state of being, how I feel, and what happens in every moment. I create it, regardless of the circumstance. And we develop it by acknowledging, I am not my thought. I'm the awareness of my thought. Just because I think it doesn't mean it's true, and it doesn't mean I have to take action. Slowly but surely, we begin to sort it all out, folks. I'm going to pause the camera here for the chat period. Yeah, for those of you who are beginning and just watching this part of the video, take that away and enjoy it as many times as you want. And now we'll move into the mindfulness conversation.